Who is it? Oh, hi, Jerry.
Hey, Sean?
Yes.
Hey, Sean, nice to meet you, Jerry.
Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
Peter?
Yeah. Peter.
Peter, nice to meet you guys.
Yeah.
Well, we had an appointment at 9:10, and it's 11:09. All right. So, you guys, how you guys doing? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good.
Okay. Last we spoke, you guys were having, you guys went on vacation, so.
Right.
How was that?
Great time.
We're in, the march in LA on Sunday with the
How was that?
It was fantastic.
It's wild.
Right. Okay, cool. Never been to one, but maybe you guys take the next one.
Absolutely.
It sounds fun.
Okay.
It sounds fun.
Yeah.
It sounds fun. All right. Well, do you guys mind showing me around?
Sure.
Okay.
So, can I give you this room?
Yeah, it's a premium trash can and a water dispenser.
Okay.
Stainless steel appliances.
Okay. Cool. Well, did you guys just renovate this kitchen?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
We just remodeled it, right? It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
1990? Okay, great. Awesome. Looks good. Looks good. So we have the kitchen, and then I'll let you guys take it around. So is this the living room?
Living room,
Yeah.
living room, 3 bedrooms,
3 bedrooms.
a swimming pool.
Okay. All right. Great.
Pretty basic.
Awesome. And has there been any upgrades you guys done on the property of late? Outside the property, inside the property? I know we took a look at it. Anything that I can't see that you would like to point out? New pipes, anything?
Not really, not since we moved in
Okay.
in 1985, but everything's pretty like original, but everything's in really good condition.
Awesome. I can tell. I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you guys mind if we use the kitchen table so that we can lay everything out and talk about getting you guys to San Diego?
Sure. Okay.
All right. Awesome.
Great.
So,
Like,
record.
Yep.
All right. Great. Great. So Sean and Peter, we talked over the phone, and you guys mentioned you guys wanted to sell.
right.
Before we get started, I pretty much just want to review your information just to make sure that we're on the same page. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. So last we spoke, you guys mentioned you guys want to move to San Diego because you're both retiring. Is that the case?
Yes, we're taking an early retirement.
Early retirement?
Mhm.
Okay. And what's the cause of that? Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I mean, we were both in the law enforcement,
Right.
and
Okay.
some people don't like our relationship, so we're going to San Diego.
Okay.
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 Yeah, and so we've got some family down there, and it's just time to enjoy life now.
Okay.
Right.
Time to enjoy
Yeah.
life. You guys are enjoying life pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take those steps, so I'm working for it.
Right.
Awesome. So you guys moved to San Diego, retirement, early retirement. Is there anything else in particular that's taking you guys to San Diego? I know it's family. Do you guys have kids out there? Do you guys have brothers, sisters? What's really the
Right. So our family is there. So my sister is there, and I have a couple nieces and nephews,
Okay.
and they just grown up really fast. And
Right.
we just want to be near family, and Peter's you have cousins out there too, right?
Yeah,
Cousins.
yeah, cousins.
Cool. All
So,
right.
yeah.
Awesome. And well, when we spoke, also you guys mentioned you guys wanted to sell the property. You guys told me you guys owed $200,000. Is that the case? Do you guys have a mortgage statement as we talked about that represents that?
How much do we owe?
Yeah, actually it's right here.
Awesome.
So it's looks like we owe 250,000.
250,000. Okay. Great. So 250,000. And also, I know that we were talking about looking to connect you guys with an agent out in San Diego.
Right.
I already called a couple agents just to prep them, let them know that once we sell this property, when we sell it, I'm gonna connect you guys with a good network out there so that you guys are well taken care of.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Thank
I was a little proactive on that. I'll
Okay.
send you guys a list. You guys can choose whoever you guys want, but I'll make sure that I give you guys some
Okay.
options.
Appreciate that. Do you know these agents?
I do.
Okay.
I do. One of them is actually, they're all in our networks with Keller Williams.
Mm.
So one of them was actually the CEO of Keller Williams at one point.
Oh, okay.
wow.
We'll refer you over to their team over
Wasn't that just handy?
there. Right?
Alright.
All right. And I know that we talked about a couple of repairs you guys have done. Obviously, you mentioned you haven't done it since 1990. The kitchen was redone and all that stuff. And I know you guys mentioned right now that there's nothing really. I would like to know if there's anything that you did that I can't see because I can't add value to something I can't see. So you guys can't think of anything.
Not really. I mean, what you see is kind of what you get. Yeah, we have some regular termite maintenance like once a year. I think Terminix comes out once a year.
Mhm.
Like I said, the plumbing and electrical, it's original, but
Okay.
we haven't had any issues with it.
Okay.
The roof is good, so and we'll take some recommendations from you, Jerry, if you think that we need to touch up anything just to make the sale better.
Okay.
We're open to doing some light stuff,
Okay.
like painting. And I know we need to like clean up and declutter a little bit, but we don't really want to do any major repairs, right?
Yeah, we're trying to, obviously get the most amount of money out of this house.
Yeah.
Right,
And that's
right.
why you're here. We want your recommendations.
Awesome. Awesome. And I want you guys to get the most amount of money from this sale.
Okay.
No, that's actually that's one of my specialties. I get my clients top dollar.
Great.
Great. So before we get started, Sean and Peter, I have 3 bottom line questions for you guys. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1 is, are you guys definitely ready to sell the property?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We've been
Ready?
talking about it for
Yeah.
a while now.
Perfect. And number 2, will you price it where it will sell, or are you okay with leaving it in the market for a long time?
Mm.
Well, we want to sell it, but we don't
Okay.
want to give it away. If you know what I mean?
Right.
We want the most out of this sale as possible.
Okay. And that makes sense. I wouldn't want you to give it away either. Now, obviously, getting you guys top dollar is a win-win for both of us.
Right.
The more money you guys make from the sale, obviously, the more money, the more compensation my team gets also. So
Okay.
it's my job to get you guys top dollar. That sound fair?
That sounds
Yeah.
fair.
Pretty fair. Pretty fair. Great. And number 3, and most important question: do you guys want me to get it sold for you?
Mm.
I mean, we'll see, right?
Right. Yeah. So far, we like it, Jerry. I think we told you over the phone, or I think we told your assistant
Mhm.
that you guys had reached out to us, kind of at the right timing.
Right.
But we have been actually communicating with another realtor.
Mhm.
She's kind of a local expert.
Crazy?
What's that?
Crazy realtor?
No, she's a local expert.
Oh, I'm just
Yeah.
messing with you
Uh,
But yeah, she's been sending us stuff every month for the last 10 years or something,
Yeah.
and
Right.
she's come to our door, and so we were told to get a second opinion. So
Yeah, definitely.
I hope that's that's fair. We just want to be honest with you. This is a second opinion.
You know what? I actually appreciate that. It would be scary if you didn't.
Okay,
So
right,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm glad you guys got a second opinion, which is why I'm here.
Okay.
So yeah, that's not a problem. So, pretty much the purpose of our meeting today is twofold. Number 1 is for me to provide you guys some very important information about what it's going to take to get your property sold, right?
Okay.
And number 2 is for us to decide today if the right thing for both of you is to decide to sell with me.
Okay.
Because obviously I don't want to go ahead and take a listing and you're not in alignment with me and I'm not in alignment with you,
Right.
and we're not gonna get along through the process. It just doesn't make any sense for you or for me.
Right.
So I just want to make sure that we're making the right decision tonight. Does that sound
Appreciate
fair?
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
great,
sounds
great.
good.
So in doing that, whether you decide to hire me tonight, I hope that it becomes clear to both of you that my goal is to help you guys get what you want.
Mhm.
Because if I can't get you what you guys want, I'm not happy. You guys won't be happy, and there's really no point in that.
Mm.
And my next goal is to help you guys get to San Diego on time, making sure that you guys are well taken care of in that process. You guys net the most amount of money, like you guys stated, so that you guys can move over there with your nieces, with your family, and with making sure that you're over there almost in a seamless process.
Right. Okay.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of
Great.
sense.
So what I'm gonna do. Are you guys familiar with how properties are priced?
Kind of. Just look at comparables and things like that.
Right.
I want to know Zillow.
Yeah.
Xylo.
Xylo. Sounds like my cousin's name.
That's the estimate.
Yeah. So the way it's done is we actually do a comparative market analysis,
Okay.
And what that does is that there's three different properties on those market analysis.
Okay.
Number one, we have the active listings.
Right.
That's what I call hope land,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what people want to get for the property,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what they're going to get.
Right.
That's what people are pricing it, but that doesn't
Okay.
necessarily mean what they're going to get, right?
Okay.
Number two, we have pending, and that's what properties went into contract for,
Mm-hmm.
but we still don't know what it's going to close for, so we can't really, I can't call the agent and ask him, hey, what is this property in escrow for? It's actually, per agent, is not the best practice, because they don't want to give that number away, because if it falls out of escrow, they want to still have leverage for their sellers. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
And number three, we have what we call solds. I call that reality, because it tells us exactly what people are getting for the property. Right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So there's a couple ways to price a property, right? We got to price a property in order for it to make sense for the buyer, and we also need to price a property for it to make sense to an appraiser.
Okay.
Because an appraiser, what they're gonna do is they're gonna look at properties that have sold in the area, and then they're gonna make a decision as to what the property sold. Can I tell you guys why that's important?
Please.
Right. In this market, in this price range that we're in right now,
Right.
chances are the people who are gonna buy these homes are gonna be financing. Okay. So when we come in and we overprice a property, and let's just say we do get an offer for 800,000, knowing that the property's worth 600,000, and the person's getting financing.
Mm-hmm.
If the appraiser does their comps and it appraises at 600,000, that's what the property's gonna appraise for, because that's how much money that the bank is willing to loan that person, based on what the property is selling for.
Right. Okay.
Does that make sense?
So far.
Perfect. The last thing I'd want to do is get you guys into escrow with an unrealistic price, and have the bank appraise it at a different price, and we've lost 45 days. You guys paid a mortgage, paid the electric bill, paid all kinds of stuff for the property, and it not sell. And then we have to go into escrow again, into a different price.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Does that happen often?
It happens when the agent doesn't price the property right, and when the sellers are unrealistic,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then what happens there is we go into escrow, waste time, and you're just gonna be going back and forth, and the headaches of going into escrow or something like that. The negotiation process is not fun, right? So you want to make sure that, just giving you guys a heads up, when you guys price a property, we price it right from the start. So you guys don't want that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So you're saying that, like, if a buyer is willing to pay a price, but it doesn't appraise, so now we can't even, the transaction won't happen?
Right. Unless they have cash.
Right.
But both you and I know that if a person has cash, they're gonna want things at a discount.
Right.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean,
Okay.
I think it's fair to say that you guys would want the same thing, right? If you guys have cash, you guys have leverage.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are not gonna wanna pay retail, or probably pay over retail.
Right.
It just doesn't make any sense, right? Does
Okay.
that make sense?
It makes sense.
Great, so I brought up here a comparable market analysis
Okay.
of what the properties, by the way, did you guys get my booklet?
We did, yeah. So yeah, that was great.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Got to read it.
Anything that you guys wanna discuss here, before I move forward?
I know we looked through it. We have a pretty good idea of what you put in there. Thank you. It looks like you put a lot of time into that, so we appreciate that.
We do.
Yeah, that's good.
Appreciate you acknowledging that. So before we get started with the comparables, I just want to go over the information of your property so that we're on the same page.
Okay.
That makes sense? So we have here 5509 Esquivel Avenue in Lakewood.
Yep.
It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom.
Okay.
It's 2,700 square feet. Is that built in? Is that right?
Yep. 99. Yeah.
Perfect. And 5,700 square feet.
Yep.
And it's a PUD.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys pay any HOA?
No.
Yeah, small.
Oh, we do?
Small HOA.
Oh, okay.
$75.
$25.
Just because it's a gated community.
Okay. HOA $75. Not the first time I sold a PUD, so I had to ask. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
And then you bought it for $745.
Mm.
2005.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Great. And just so that we're on the same page, we're talking about the same property. And here are the comparables that we were talking about earlier, right?
Okay.
And just before you guys get, before anything, I want to let you guys know that the comparables here, there's gonna be a wide range. There's gonna be a range where there's gonna be super high and a range is super low.
Mhm.
My job is to identify the range that's gonna be super good for you guys. Like
Okay.
what's gonna be the best decision for you guys.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get you guys see a property in there and doesn't, we put it in there so that you know the range.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Make sense?
Sounds good.
Great. So we have this property here on 311 Andazola Court in
Yep.
Lakewood.
Mm-hmm.
On this one, it sold here for 709.
Okay.
4 bedroom, 3 bath.
Okay.
Very comparable to yours.
Yep.
Same bedrooms. Square footage slightly smaller,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think is a couple hundred, maybe 100 feet smaller. So,
Yep.
but it's very comparable.
Yep.
And the lot size 5,000, very comparable as well.
Yep.
Right? What was the price on that?
709, 710, basically.
710.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. We have another one here for 5601 in Wagner Avenue in Lakewood. This one sold. This one is a 4 bedroom, 3 bath, right? 4 bedroom, 3 bath. How many square feet?
26.
Right. Same as this one.
Yep.
Lot.
Same. Mm-hmm.
Very similar. Very comparable to yours. Would you guys agree?
Right.
Yeah. Very, very comparable. What did that one sell for?
725.
725. Yes, perfect. And then we have another one here, 5518 on Samantha Avenue in Lakewood. Sorry. Right?
Same.
Everything's the same.
Right.
What did it sell for?
730.
730. Perfect. Now, just for kicks, we threw in a couple properties that are slightly bigger, with slightly bigger square footage
Okay.
and bedrooms.
Mm.
When we did that, so that you know where the market stands,
Okay.
and you can see how properties that are bigger than yours and what they're selling for.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so we have this one here, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 27 square feet, 5,000 square feet, over 765.
Okay.
It's with the extra bedroom, what they're getting right now, and it was nicely fixed up.
Right.
5506 Ryan Avenue. How many bedrooms?
5,
How many bathrooms?
4.
Square feet,
It's a little bit bigger.
right?
Yep.
It's slightly big. I mean, it's a little bigger, a couple square, 100 square feet bigger. Lot size still almost the same.
Yep.
And what did that sell for?
765.
Perfect. So, with that being said, we have another one here that we threw in. This one's not so comparable to yours.
It's on the same street though.
Same street, but the square footage and the amount of work that they put in
Yep.
for what the property is at right now. How many bedrooms?
5,
How many bathrooms?
4.
So it has one more bedroom, one more bathroom,
Right.
right? How many square feet,
It's a little bit bigger.
right? And the lot size?
It's the same.
Slightly bigger also,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
So my question to you guys is, how much do you think it would cost to put in another bedroom and another bathroom into your house now?
I don't
No,
know.
we're not in construction.
Right.
But we do have a pool and they didn't have a pool.
Right. And the pools are fine, but the pools also does cost money to maintain. So we're gonna have to find a person that really wants a pool and really wants to maintain a pool. 'Cause it's about another $200-300 to maintain a pool.
Right.
Not everybody wants a pool,
Mm.
right? So we still have to take that into account also.
Okay.
Okay. So based on my numbers, to add another bedroom and another bathroom, you're looking anywhere from $40,000, depending on the work,
Mm-hmm.
and making sure that you have the contractors get the work done, plus the headaches and the permits and all that other stuff.
Okay.
That makes sense? So you can see why this was sold for 800,000.
Oh.
Make
So
sense?
you said that would cost about 40,000?
To add plus opportunity cost and so you're gonna be paying your mortgage
Yeah.
on top of that, and then you're still gonna go ahead and add it. You still have to go to the city, get permits.
Mm.
You're gonna be on a standstill. If you really take the true cost, you're looking anywhere from 30 to 40 to add another bedroom and all that, all the stuff that comes with it.
Okay.
Sometimes the
Makes
workers
sense.
may show, sometimes they may not. You have to have someone managing the project,
Mm.
which on my experience is about $4,000 or $5,000 a month, depending on how long it takes. Right?
That makes sense. Okay.
Make sense? Cool. So with that being said, Peter, Sean and Peter, based on what we've seen here today, what do you guys think is a realistic price that you guys would like to sell on the home?
Well, I think the market's been improving, so that's what we heard, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Seller's
are in the
market.
top of the market, right?
Yep.
Definitely seller's market.
Yep.
So,
I'd like to see an 8 in front of it,
yeah.
An 8? And you guys bought in the top of the market also, right?
right? Unfortunately.
No, we bought, when did we buy it? 2005? Yeah.
You guys bought top of the market. Right.
You talked
Bought
about
for
it.
it was like 740, 750, yeah.
747. So my question to you, we are at the top of the market. We're not necessarily, we're kind of reaching the top of the market of 2005, 6, and 7. So yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. We are at the top of the market. Although right now, the way the market is we actually have, what we have what's actually called a true market. People who are actually buying homes right now can actually afford them. back in the day, people were just buying homes. If you said you had a job, you were able to buy this home, right? I think a fish could have bought a home. So the key here is people want top of the market prices, but we have to understand why those prices happen, right?
Right.
So when people are getting loans and anybody can qualify for a loan, anybody can get a property. What does it do? Skyrockets pricing,
Right.
right? Because
Mhm.
everybody's just buying, right? So we're trying to compete against an era like that, and at that time you guys paid 745.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go ahead and share with you guys. It's probably possible that we can get that.
Okay.
But I don't want to promise that because I don't want to promise to you guys that we can't get. So realistically speaking, where do you guys think we should price the property?
I mean, we put a lot of work into it, right? So, like, I think 800 is good.
Yeah, I'd like to start there, and I hear what you're saying, Jerry. I'd like to start like at 8, and then if we don't get the offer, then we'll bring the price down a little bit. Just give a little bit of cushion, negotiating room.
Perfect. And I know I had asked you guys earlier if you guys would price the property for a sale, or if you guys willing to keep it on the market for a long time.
Right.
You guys did mention to me you guys want to move to San Diego by July.
Right.
I mean,
Is that right? Because I mean that's what I have here on my notes. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
That's what we want to do.
Yeah. And that's my job is to help you guys get that.
Okay.
Right. So, Peter, can you I'm actually. Do you guys have some water?
Yeah.
Can I get some water?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So you guys want to get to the market by you guys want to get to San Diego by July because you guys want to make sure that you guys sell the property at the right price. That's what I'm here to do. So realistically speaking, what I'm thinking is the price of property.
Mm-hmm.
I say we list the property at 749.
Okay.
749, so that we can create enough attention on this property and potentially get you the 800,000 that you guys want. That's what I'm thinking as a professional.
That's a huge dip. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
And
My question to you guys is really how serious and how soon do you guys want to retire? Because that's what it's all going to come down to at the end of the day.
So it is pretty much going to be our retirement money. So we would like to get the most amount of money for it.
Right, and I don't think there's an agent out there that can get you more money than myself and my team. That's what we do. We get top dollar. I can give you guys a scenario. Bring out my booklet. There's this property in Pico Rivera. The highest price sold in that area was $600,000. When we took over the property and we listed it at the price that we told the seller to do it at, they took our advice and we got them $650,000.
What they listed at?
620.
620.
Yeah, I mean 629.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no properties in there, but they wanted to list it at 650, and I told them no, let's list it at 629, so that I can get you the 650. And sure enough, with enough attention that we did, we got them the price that they wanted. But they took my advice on it, and you can go ahead and look at it on Redfin, Google, and all that stuff. We actually broke a record in that complex, and I'm sure we can do that here. Also. We actually have a video testimony, which I'm sure you've seen on YouTube on that. So.
Yeah.
So, okay, I mean, what we sell it for obviously is like, because we want the most so we can have enough to buy our next house.
Okay.
How much do you charge?
Yeah, so I appreciate that, Sean. So you guys want the most so you guys can go ahead and buy your next house. What's a net number that you guys need to have in your bank account to buy that other home?
I think we needed like 500,000.
500,000?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 500,000 and you guys have 250. It's very doable. So you asked me how much our service fee is. We charge the standard 6%.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is that? That's almost $50,000.
Yeah, there's another agent in the area that, who drops off his marketing stuff pretty frequently. He advertised he can do 4%.
Right, I think his name is Jay Brogano.
Yeah.
He's a discount broker.
Oh wow.
And looks like he does a lot of business because every time he has like a new house for sale, a new house
Faces
that
on-
closed.
Faces on every bus stop,
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
You know,
why can't you do 4%, Dre?
Yeah,
I'll-
that's still 30. What is it? That's still $32,000.
Yeah, I would love to do it for 4%. Can I tell you guys what scares me about someone doing it for 4%?
That's it.
All the marketing that you guys have seen, never, never. I mean, you see them on the bus stops, you see them on that stuff, right, and all that other good. You see them on like all the bus stops and on the billboards and all that.
Right.
Yeah, that's
One
a
of
lot
the-
of money.
Yeah, right. It costs a lot of money. One of the things about it is he's doing it for 4%. Is that he never markets a property. If you notice that, he's always marketing himself, because his marketing is to attract more sellers like yourself. So he's willing to take a property at 4% commission, put a sign on the yard so that he can attract more sellers, and then he can say that he has more listings, and therefore attract more sellers like yourself. Does that make sense? So he's willing to take it at 4% because for him it's marketing. I'm not gonna do that. And for me, what we do for our marketing is that we don't necessarily market by putting signs in the yard. We make sure that we find out exactly who are the buyers that are looking for these kind of properties.
Okay.
And we market specifically to them. We have we call it an analyst who identifies who are these people, when are they buying, when was the last time they bought, and do they have more people. So we market to those agents and we market to those buyers.
So,
We don't just market to the public, because that's not what I want to do. I want to get your property sold to
so
the top.
what does your marketing consist of?
I'm actually glad you asked that. One thing that we do with our team, when you hire me, you're not just hiring Jay or Remo, you're not just hiring one person. I love those guys, they're really great people. But when you hire me, you actually hire a team of 5 to sell your property. Right.
I don't think we've ever heard of them.
Yeah, most people don't until I sit with them
Hmm.
and get their business. But you can find me on YouTube and on Zillow and Redfin. You can find all the properties that we've sold. Matter of fact, I brought a booklet of the properties that we've sold in the last year in our current listings, and it's not even up to date.
Hmm.
And we have 10 coming soon listings that I can email to you,
Okay.
so that way you know that we get business. So the way we market, to answer your question, is that we have a team, and what we do is we find out exactly who's trying to buy these kind of properties, who are the agents who sold some of the properties like this, and we market directly to them, right?
Okay.
Because wouldn't you agree that in selling a home, you have to sell a home twice?
I don't know what that means.
Perfect. Let me explain that to you. When you sell a home, you actually need to sell the home to an agent who has a buyer. Now, we also not need to sell the home to an agent who has a buyer. We need to sell the same home to the buyer or to other buyers. So
Right.
technically, we need to do a double sell in order for you to get the right exposure you guys want for your property.
Okay.
That's what we specialize in with our marketing. We take amazing photography, we get enough videos out there for your property, and we make sure we highlight the property, and not just the property. We highlight the surrounding areas of the property, which is going to cause it to sell. Because people don't move into a home because they necessarily love the home. They move into the home because they love the neighborhood. They love what it can do for their family, because a home can always be fixed up or repaired and changed. But you can't change the neighborhood. So we highlight the neighborhood very, very well.
Okay.
And to add to that, we have a team of 5 calling specifically to find buyers for your property. And they're calling every day, Monday through Saturday, from 9 to 12, and then we do it again from 4 to 6. If that's something you would like to see, you can always come by to my office from 9 to 12. You'll see me on the phones also dialing, looking for a buyer for your home.
Mm.
On top of that, we developed a call center that specifically markets your property to other agents.
Mm.
Something that most agents can't do because they don't have the bandwidth to do it. And that's exactly why we charge 6%. But knowing that, I know I can get you guys more money in your pocket, net you guys the amount of money that you guys need so you guys can get to San Diego on time, because more exposure leads to more offers.
Mm.
Would you agree?
Yeah, all that sounds great, Jerry. But what if he can't get us the amount of money that we want? Would you take a cut?
I normally don't do that, but because I see how important it is for you guys to retire, we can do this. At $750, if I get you the $750, we'll do it at a 6% commission. $750 and above, we'll do it at 7% commission. If I do anything less than that, I'll do it at 4.5% commission.
4.5.
Yep.
Anything less?
Hmm.
I'll put it in the contract that we'll tier it that way. That way, let me earn my money, and I can earn you guys your retirement. Help you guys retire.
Hmm.
I think that's pretty fair.
I think I can work with that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. Perfect. So all we need to do now is get the agreement going so that we can go ahead and put your property on the market. there's a couple things before we get started that I would like for you guys to do, because I don't want to just put the property in the market and have the property not show well. So I'm gonna have my photographer come by on Tuesday. So the only thing I ask from you guys is start tidying up the property, make it look nice. So when he comes in 20 minutes, take the pictures, and if you guys can just fix any little things that we can patch up, any stuff, maybe paint job, anything, I would really appreciate that.
I don't think we're necessarily ready to sign today. We just kind of wanted more information.
Perfect.
As yeah, we did kind of have someone else in mind that we want to interview, and we got advice from a friend that we should interview another person.
Right.
All right, so.
Okay. You want to call the friend over so she can interview me too?
Oh no, our friend told us to call another agent that they use.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, I would love to. I'll wait while you make the call, and we can have a conference call and explain things, or they can come over and I can explain them over to them.
Actually, he's coming over tomorrow, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I really did like what you said,
Mhm.
Jerry. Well, we promised him that we're gonna meet with him, so we just want to meet with him,
Okay.
kind of just because we promised him that
Okay.
we
Who's the other agent?
would. Jay Borgana.
Jay Brigana. Tell him Jerry said hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know him very well.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you guys loved about Jay?
Like I said, for one, he was a referral, and then I think he sold a house in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, seems to be pretty visible.
Okay.
His face is everywhere.
Yeah, right.
And then like I understand what you said about the marketing and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But he does, right out the gate, he says that he only charges 4%, and I'm gonna see what he offers as far as marketing, maybe.
Right. I appreciate you guys telling me that, and you guys, Jay, I actually know Jay, we're from the same office. One thing that I would say, what's one thing that scares me, and this is not towards Jay, this is not nothing towards any agent. One thing that I would say about an agent who takes a 4% commission, you know what would scare me about that?
What is it?
You guys haven't met him, right?
Not yet.
Yeah, you guys already out-negotiated him.
What does that mean?
Well, that means that if he's willing to take a 4% commission off the bat, how strong is he going to be negotiating your equity when there's a strong buyer's agent, like someone on my team, negotiating against him? When you guys haven't met him and he's already given up 2% of his commission. If he's willing to do that for his own commission, how strong do you think he's going to fight for your equity? And you guys just told me you guys want all the equity to retire San Diego, right?
Mm.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Right. I know he's a referral, and I know the reason why you guys want to is because of courtesy. Meet with him because of courtesy. Let's do this. Let's get the agreement signed today. Let's make sure that we take care of this today.
Okay.
I'll make the call to your friend. I'll even make the call to Jay. I'll let him know tomorrow morning that there's no need to meet. Here's the thing. I'll let him have first shot at knowing that the property is going to the market. That way you guys can, not have that awkwardness. I'll take care of that for you. I promise you, it's gonna work out in your favor.
What if it doesn't?
Like we have that's your structure.
Mm-hmm.
I've hit all the angles.
Okay.
How long is the contract gonna be? Cause what if we get no offers?
You get an offer.
First 30 days.
Yeah, you get an offer.
What if you don't?
You will.
I know, Jerry, but I'm just thinking worst case scenario.
If you don't get an offer,
What if we're not happy with your service?
if you don't get an offer, you're not happy with my services, I'll personally call you and I'll tell you, hey, I can't do what I promised, and I'll give you the contract back.
Okay.
I'm not here to take the listing. I'm actually here to get your property sold.
Okay.
Sound fair? I don't get paid for having listings, so
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
sound fair?
Let's do it.
Let's do the right thing and let's get this signed and get the property on the market.
All right.
All right.
Cool. Alright guys,
Okay. Make it
you
happen.
guys.
Thank you.
Make it happen.
So 7.5%.
That was good.